Your program, the newspaper review on IDEA TV. I am Gabriel Matthew Seriki. Today being the 23rd of Monday, February 2026. The month is quickly, fastly wrapping up. All right, we shall be taking a look at what the papers are saying in Tribune, Daily Trust, and The Guardian. Also taking a look at the Telegraph, The Punch, and lastly, The Nations. Let's see what is trending in the world of the news and updates that is reaching us on IDEA TV this morning. All right, a quick look at what the Tribune has to say this morning. On the front page of the Tribune this morning, on page 2, Electoral Act. That is the caption. What has changed in new law? In new law, says by Senate leaders. Electoral Act. What has changed in new law? Coming from the Senate leader. Then also moving on to page 2 of still the Tribune this morning, where we have terrorism killing Nigerians, foreigners. FG insists. Terrorists killing Nigerians are foreigners. Federal government insists. This insightful story and trending story coming up here on page 2, still on the Tribune. Then on page 3, we have Nigerian floor European tech giants in 6.2 million arbitration cases. Nigerian floors European tech giant in 6.2 million arbitration cases. All right, that is coming on page 2, still on the Tribune. And then on page 21, still on the front page, where we have list of applications for regulation of area councils, land documents notified, cancelled by the Honorable Minister of FCT. List of application for regulation of area councils, land documents nullified, cancelled by the Honorable Minister of FCT, that is talking about WIZKID. Then a quick look at what health is saying in the Tribune on page 3 on the Tribune this morning. New inhalable TB treatment could replace daily pills, says the reporter. New inhalable TB treatment could replace daily pills, says reporter. All right, quick look at that to see how is that possible. Still on health on Tribune this morning. Then on the down page, on page 11 of the Tribune, where we have APC show strength, win big in FCT, Kano and River and Ogun. APC show strength, win big in FCT, Kano, Rivers and Ogun. I'll be taking a look at. Today we're taking a look at what the result. The result has dropped since yesterday, and we are still seeing that the APC is really winning in most of the states, and they still go on. Still on the page 11, we still have APC win 5 area councils in FCT. PDP win 1. All right, PDP says voters' apathy protest against APC misro. Then we also have outcome of elections and endorsement of Tinubu, says by APC chairman. Then we also have under caption, EFCC arrest 20 for suspect electoral fraud in FCT council poll. Recover 13.5 million from suspects. These are the trending story reaching us this morning. A quick look at the front page on the Electoral Act, what has changed in the new law, says by the Senate. All right, the Senate leaders highlighted several major reforms introduced in the Electoral Act, which has now become law ahead of the 2027 general election. Here's a summary of what the Tribune has to say. The law established a dedicated fund for the Independent National Electoral Commission, which is the INEC, and they also have this claim to ensure financial autonomy, operational stability, and earlier funding release at least 6 months before general election. They will also have electronic transmission of results. It's now part of the framework, although how mandatory this will be remain continuous with civil society group who argue the current wording could weaken provision for real-time transmission. Then we also have still on what has changed in the new talking about the electoral law. We also have digital party membership register. Political parties are now required to maintain digital membership registered, improving transparency and record keeping. Then we also have voters registers and accreditation improvements. The law established an electronic register of voters. Then we also have use of beavers or similar tech is mandated for voters accreditation at polling units. Then we also have accountability and penalties. In introducing penalties such as a potential 2 years jail term for resident electoral commissioners who withhold vital electoral documents. They still go on further to explain INEC has explained authority to review questionable result declaration that violates procedure. I mean, a quick look at the context and the process of this new electoral law that needs to be reshaped by the Senate leaders. The National Assembly harmonized different versions of the bill and passed it into law to ensure it was in place well before the 2027 general election. I mean, civil society group have raised concern about how some provisions, especially on electronic result transmission, were failed. All right, I mean, these are the changes, the primary changes that have happened on the new electoral law that was signed by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. All right, a quick look at still on the Tribune this morning. A quick look at the APC, how APC shows strength in on the down page of page 11. How APC shows strength, win big in FCT, Kano, and Rivers State, and also in Ogun. I mean, here's a summary of what the Tribune online has to say about this. APC strong showing in FCT area council. I mean, in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, area council polls ahead on 21 February 2026. The APC won 5 out of 6 chairmanship seats. I mean, the APC was able to defeat 5 out of 6 chairmanship seats in Abuja FCT area council. Victory, APC candidate capture Abaji, Kwali, Buhari, Amak, and Kuje. I mean, those are the area councils that they were able to capture. Then the opposition party, then the opposition People Democratic Party, which is talking about the PDP, won only in Gwagwalada. And the party's leader says this outcome reflects broad support for the APC policies and governance direction. I mean, also looking at the Kano and the Rivers election that took place on the which is yesterday. APC also won in both states assembly by election in Kano State on Gogo and Kano municipal constituency, and Rivers State Ahoda East 2 and Kana 2. This victory we are described by the APC national leadership as endorsement of the party's grassroots strength and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's agenda. I mean, also looking at the Ogun State by-election that took place in Ogun. In Ogun State, the APC candidate Moses Opesa was declared winner of the by-election in Ohombe Ward 8, Yewa North Local Government, prevailing over 19 other parties. The election was peaceful and orderly according to the local election officials. All right. I mean, this most of the places that the elections was able to capture, and we see that APC is really leading in most of the states. All right. A quick look at what the next paper has for us this morning. Let's go over to the Daily Trust and see what the Daily Trust is leading with the trending story this morning. On the front page of the Daily Trust, we have 2025 budget, capital without cash. I mean, that is a headline. 2025 budget, capital without cash. All right. Then on the front page, on page 6, on the up page, we have 12 killed in Fresh Plateau attack. 12 killed in Fresh Plateau attack. Then following it, we also have concern over voters' apathy in FCT Rivers Kano election. All right, this is coming on the front page of the Daily Trust this morning. We also have Electoral Act raises presidential campaign expenses to 10 billion. Electoral Act raises presidential campaign expenses to 10 billion. All right. Then on the down page, still on the Daily Trust this morning, where we have bandits to KB, villagers pays us 100 million on or we attack you. Bandit to KB villagers pay us 100 million or we attack you. I mean, we're still coming to that story to see what the bandits are requesting for or the attack the KB society. All right, on the front page of the Daily Trust, which is the 2025 budget capital without cash, a quick look at what this implies. I mean, when Daily Trust, I mean, according to Daily Trust, here is what this means on the 2025 budget capital without cash. According to Daily Trust, budget allocation exists on paper, including fund for capital projects, road, hospital, and infrastructure. but actual cash released to ministries and agencies to pay for those projects have been zero or near zero, especially for capital spending. I mean, they are coming to say that the money that was supposed to be used for the hospital and the roads are not well implemented, and is zero or not near zero. I mean, according to the source here. And in other words, although many money was budgeted for projects, I mean, the money budgeted for projects, the fund were not physically disbursed, no cash released, no implementation can still. I mean, a quick look at why this happened and why they are talking about the 2025 budget, capital without cash. I mean, Nigerian budget system often separate, approve budget figure, what's supposed to be spent, cash release, what actually get paid out. Because of the fiscal constraint, weak revenue, performances, and delay in release, many agencies report having no real cash to implement their approved allocation, especially for the capital projects. I mean, this is what they are coming in to say, that most of the capitals that was supposed to be spent was not actually implemented, according to Daily Trust source. Here. Then, all right, let's quickly move to the down page of the down page of page 5, where bandits has to tell the villagers to pay 100 million or they attack the KB state villages. I mean, this is a serious national issue that has really tarried for some times now, and they are really gaining ground. I mean, the government needs to do the needful on this particular aspect. Because, I mean, these guys, they are coming out fully to publicly say that they are demanding 100 million, I mean, from the villagers, or else they attack. I mean, I think the federal government and the state government is watching this. They are taking a look at these letters and these threats from these bandits. I mean, requesting such a huge amount of money for protections of life. I mean, when has it gotten to this deterioration of our security and our security agencies not taking the right step to make sure these guys are wiped away? All right, let's quickly look at what the bandits and what they're saying. I mean, what really happened and what transfer for them requested for 100 million or they will attack. The bandits allegedly sent message to villagers demanding 100 million as a protection levy. All right, they wanted that failure to pay would result to violent attack on the community. Then we also have resident expresses fear, saying the lack means to raise such huge amount of money. I mean, that's such a huge amount of money requested for 100 million, and the villagers are saying they don't have such amount of money. All right, the security concern on this matter. The developments highlights ongoing insecurity in part of the northwest Nigeria, where rural communities face threats from armed group. All right, local leaders reportedly alerted security agencies over the threat. I mean, let's look at the impact on the residents. Many villagers are said to be living in fear, and while some communities in similar situations in the region have previously been attacked after refusing to pay such levy. I mean, the reports underscore the continuity security challenges affecting rural areas in KB and neighboring states. I mean, this is such a state of, let's say, this is a state of emergency. I mean, if these guys are coming to request this in broad daylight, like they need to be paid such amount of money, or else they will attack, is such I think it has cut across being a national issue right now. This should be a global issue, because I mean, they can't be requested for 100 million. It's such a big amount of money, and the government, please quickly look at this to see how these criminals can be sent aboard and sent away to wherever they come from. All right, let's quickly look at the Guardian to see what is trending this morning on the front page of the Guardian. All right, we have 2025 on the front page. Uncertainty, trade future of she not export as 6-month ban end. That is coming on the front page on page 6. It says uncertainty, trade future of she not export, pardon, as 6-month ban end. All right, this is talking about on the front page on page 6. Then we have also she butter market, where we have so many explanation on the she butter market. All right, then on page 4, still on the Guardian, CDS, we can achieve intel stability via control rehabilitation of the terrorists. CDS, we can achieve intel stability via control rehabilitation of terrorists. That is coming on page 4 of the Guardian. Then quickly on still on the page 4 of the Guardian, where we have anxiety as 25 oil blocks expire amid new executive order. Anxiety as 25 oil blocks expire amid new executive order. Then we also have soldiers foil Boko Haram attack, kill 29 in Borno, Yobe. Soldiers foil attack. Soldiers foil Boko Haram attack, kill 29 in Borno and in Borno, Yobe. All right, that is still coming on the front page of the Guardian. Then on page 9, still on the Guardian, where we have activists kicks as Plateau sponsor pilgrim with 7.48 billion. Activists kick as Plateau sponsor pilgrim with 7.48 billion. Then on page 9, still on the Guardian this morning, Uni Abuja expel 28 students, revoke certificate of 15 alumni. That's the comment on page 9. Uni Abuja expel 28 students, revoke certificate of 15 alumni. All right, we'll still come back to that to see what really happened, why the students were expelled. I mean, the 28 of them were expelled, and the certificate has to be revoked of 15 alumni. All right, then still on the front page of the Guardian on page 5, we have Nigerian losses 6 billion yearly to cargo diversion over high airport charges. Nigeria loses 6 billion yearly to cargo diversion over high airport charges. All right. Then on page 7, still on the Guardian, where we have NAFDAC seized banned fake cosmetic worth 3 billion in Lagos. All right. NAFDAC seized banned fake cosmetic worth 3 billion naira in Lagos. Then on page 6, still on the Guardian, where we have low turnout, electoral reform, backlash shadow, APC's FCT sweep. Low turnout, electoral reform, backlash shadow, APC, FCT sweeps. Then on the down page, still on the Guardian this morning, on page 5, new research pushes back failed state, tag of African pre-colonial state. New research pushback, failed state, tag of African pre-colonial state. Then on the down page, we also have Dangote opens refinery shareholding to Nigerians, set 4-month timeline. Dangote opens refinery shareholding to Nigerians, set 4-month timeline. All right, a quick look at the front page of the Guardian this morning, where we have uncertainty, trail future of she not export, 6-month ban end. I mean, here is what the Guardian has to say on what is happening on the uncertainty trail on the future she not export, a 6-month ban end, reaching us on IDEA TV. All right, the Nigerian government imposes a temporary 6-month ban on the export of raw share nuts starting in August 2025. I mean, the aim was to boost local proceedings and industrialization, encouraging value additions before export, so Nigerian could retain more income from each she sector instead of just exporting raw nuts. Then we also have why is this uncertainty now? I mean, a quick look at why is this uncertainty? I mean, right now like this, as the ban nears its expiration around 26 February 2026, there's no clear government position in what comes next. I mean, internal disagreement among ministers. Some wants to retain or extend the ban to continue pushing local proceedings, while others argue the policy should be moderate or revealed to avoid harming traders and farmers. The conflict of the economic views between boosting industrialization versus supporting trade and export earning has left stakeholders unsure of the policy future. I mean, also looking at the impact on industry actors. Exporters have stockpiled thousands of tons of she nuts, waiting to see if the ban is lifted so they can resume shipments. Producers and traders are concerned about market stability, earning and commitment they may have with foreign buyers if the ban continues or change abruptly. All right, I mean these are the major reasons and why there's uncertainty. Trade future of shea nut export as shea butter of export as 6 month ban ends. Then we also look at why does this matter on the uncertainty that trade the shea butters export. We have the shea butter industry involve many rural producers, especially women collectors, and play a significant role in non-oil exports. The policy future could affect jobs, export revenues, and how much of the global share values chain Nigeria controlled. I mean, these are most of the reasons why they are coming in to say that it's trade, the share butter trade export at 6 month banned end. All right, also quick look at still on the front page of the Guardians why Nigeria loses $6 billion yearly to cargo diversion over high airport charges. That is coming on, I think, on page 5 on the Guardian this morning, where we have Nigeria losses $6 million yearly to cargo diversion over high airport charges. I mean, according to the summary according to Guardians reaching us this morning on IDEA TV, what is the losses mean? What does this losses mean? I mean, the figure reflect potential foreign exchange and economic value Nigerian trades loses when importers, exporters, and logistic operators move cargo through neighboring countries. I mean, like Togo, Ghana, and Benin, instead of using Nigerian airports and seaports. This diversion happens largely because the cost of doing cargo businesses in Nigeria is high than its viral regional hub. I mean, those are one of the reasons. I mean, why this is happening. Then we also have experts and the industry stakeholder explain the losses stem from several structural issues. I mean, the cargo handling and airport charges in Nigeria are significantly higher than the neighboring country, making it less competitive. Then we also have airports. At airports, controversial proposed increase in cargo tariff, sometimes more than 200% hike from long-standing rate.
For Nigeria to be great again, the government must prioritize the people. We advise you to watch iDEA television for more news and reviews. For Nigeria to be great again, the government must prioritize the people. We advise you to watch iDEA television for more news and reviews. For Nigeria to be great again, the government must prioritize the people. We advise you to watch iDEA television for more news and reviews.
AI augmented development. AI is now revolutionizing software development by automating code generation, testing, and debugging. Tools like GitHub Copilot suggest code snippets in real time, significantly speeding up the development process. However, developers need to remain cautious, as over-reliance on AI tools could introduce security vulnerabilities. As companies push for faster software delivery, AI-augmented development is becoming essential for maintaining competitiveness. Blockchain technology.